Nishant, in my experience, it varies from brand to brand also. There are some brands that have an understanding of this entire model, and they will come with a lot of questions, and they will also ask what to expect when you put that content out. And there are some brands who just want to right now make their presence felt. They just want people to be aware that they are there, they are in the market, this is the value that they are bringing to the table, and they don't expect anything else. They understand that the content is also going to grow organically. More people will see them and more people will be aware of them. So it really varies. I think the more understanding that they get, the more questions you get, and hence you work accordingly on outcomes. So normally it's like a 70% you have moms and a 30% dads. And to increase that ratio, what I tend to do is I tend to get my husband to come and do a lot of talking in the videos, because I think parenting is really about a holistic perspective. It is the perspective of both a mother and a father. And that's how we are increasing that percentage on our channel from a demographic standpoint. But yeah, a lot of men are coming to a channel. A lot of dads ask us a lot of things and they want to help moms. So they will come, they will send emails and want to know that what is the product that I can buy. I'm sitting on Amazon and wanting to buy something, and this will just relax my wife of a couple of her duties. So we have a lot of that interaction also.
I think that calls for a good amount of research that a lot of brands can do it on your 1.3 million audiences as to what products to push when.
Absolutely, Nishant. Our experience has been that we have seen brands wanting to convert the short-term campaigns into long-term campaigns, which at times we don't know if we would want to do or not, but then that's the ask that the brands want. And, I think it has to do again with the audience. As parents, you're very selective in picking up things that you would like to use, especially children. You're very, very selective, and there are regulations and there are guidelines. So once you start relating to an influencer or a person who's out there using it themselves, you see them using it for the first time, you think they just bought it. Second time, you see they're using it. Third time, they got used to it. Fourth time, you want to buy it. I'm just saying from a cycle perspective, it makes them believe all the more. And I think that's why brands have started converting their most of their campaigns into long-term campaigns, and they keep coming.
Got it.
To be honest, I don't. I see that if with the given situation, you are able to understand what your audience needs, going, what platforms are they going on, where are they spending time. If you're able to do a lot of live sessions, if you're able to host webinars, if you're able to really understand, I think that your audience will keep connecting to you. Not only engagement, I really feel you can grow your audience at this point of time. With the multi-skilling that you're doing with your content, or the diversification of content that you are planning right now, I think you really can grow your audience, and the brands will keep coming back to you. And like I said, there is always room to do some good work, and people will be engaged to you.